I'm here because you are my friend.
A king has no friends. A king has only followers and foe.
A mashup of William Shakespeare's play about the 15th century monarch on leadership, corruption, and medieval war. Netflix's The King was conceived by actor and co-writer Joel Edgerton with the help of some old friends.
Yeah, it's my fault, I call it. It sort of came up in 2012, the possibility of, I guess, like talking to some studio people about how would they feel about doing a movie about Henry V. And they said yes. And so I like quickly grabbed David and sat on Bondi Beach and I was like, how would you feel about doing this? And that's where it all kicked off.
So you got the thumbs up, now you just needed somebody to head it with you.
I needed to hide behind somebody.
Why this hides?
It's like,
great partnership.
You know, like declare yourself, then hide.
Yeah. And he hid behind co-writer and Australian director David Michôd, who says the extensive research took years to get the final cut.
I mean, that's one of the things I love about making movies is that for a brief period, by brief, I mean, you know, a couple of years or whatever, I just suddenly, I'd school myself up on some kind of strange abstract corner of history or whatever. I love it. It's just do it so intensely, just read like crazy about it. In this instance, like a 50-year period in the 15th century. And then the movie's done, and I'll just throw it all away and move on to something else, you know?
I'm sure it has a little piece of you, though. Can you just throw it away so easily? Or, to me, you spend so many years of your life investing in it, and...
I kind of can. It's because it's...
Yep.
My memory, I have this, like, I consider, it's never been diagnosed, I consider it a medical problem. But I just have the worst memory in the world.
You didn't know my name this morning.
Yeah.
You forgot again?
Tommy.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a Tim.
Tommy Chala.
Timothée is also known as Academy Award nominee Timothée Chalamet. He plays Prince Hal, a prince and heir to the English throne who reluctantly becomes King Henry V. The most serious question you're going to get today.
Okay.
You were king for a day, what would you do?
Oh, if I was king for a day, what would I do? Make myself king forever.
Great answer. King Timothy. It has a nice ring to it. His character portrays a young man with good intent, power, and influence who deals with circumstances beyond what he can control and really is ready to handle. One of the few female cast members includes Lily Rose Depp, who plays a small yet significant role. She appropriately has a passion for this time period.
I love history, I always have, and so as soon as I even heard about this project, I was so excited. I think I was even like the first audition that David saw. I was like so eager to be in the mix for this. It's such an exciting project and such an exciting time period to be talking about, you know, and also such a beautiful time period to insert a really strong female character in, because we don't see a lot of that, I think, when we're talking about this time period.
Do you feel a sense of achievement?
In what regard?
In any regard.
A lot of the men in the movie are so kind of hungry for power, and there's this kind of urgency and this greed and everything, and all the women that come in are very kind of strong, and they kind of, to me, are like the eyes of the movie. They see everything that's happening, and they're kind of more aware of it than the men, or it seems at least, and they come in with these voices of reason that I think, you know, the king ends up really needing at the end.
Actor Joel Edgerton thoroughly knew the storyline, as he's already performed the Shakespeare play in his early 20s. Did you have any say in Tim's character as he played that character you've already been?
No, only in the writing, yes, but I wasn't sitting there going, Timmy, that's not the way I did it. I'm sure if I went back and watched myself in the plays, I'd just be like, oh no. He's operating at a much higher frequency and level than anybody usually does at that age. He's like put it all together. Like he's the kind of guy who's like the acting Rubik's Cube. He just, you know, 9 seconds, he's done it.
Netflix's The King is a Shakespeare adaptation without the Shakespeare pentameter, but it does not lack in the historical drama.
It's not fully history and it's not Shakespeare. I think it draws from both, but it's very much seen through David and Joel's lens, which I think is such a beautiful one. You know, it speaks to greed and trust and loyalty and all these things, and I think that there's a lot for people to kind of relate to in the movie, and also a lot of parallels that we can draw too.
We knew we wanted to make something that was big and cinematic and kind of earthy and real, and that just meant diving in and taking basic elements of the plays, but building our own thing around it. And,
I think you nailed that completely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.